Summit remains in crisis mode while looking ahead to recovery and the return of services like childcare. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News. Colorado is on statewide shutdown through April 11th at least by order of the governor's office, joining 21 other states and upwards of 170 million Americans. Governor Jared Polis also requested a state of emergency.
Colorado is near the top in terms of cases per capita, with a uniquely high situation unfolding in our mountain communities, as well as for those who have recently visited many of our mountain communities that are ground zero.
Summit County's public health order from March 16th was already more restrictive than the state's stay-at-home order, with one notable exception: ski and bike shops. Starting today, outdoor retailers statewide cannot meet customers curbside. All business must be done online or through the mail. This also extends to Target and Walmart, where only essentials like groceries and cleaning supplies are available. Clothing, electronics, and more have been roped off. As health officials tighten restrictions and social distancing becomes the new norm, a question looms: when will we get back to normal? Summit Public Health Director Amy Wineland.
Success for public health is really kind of a paradox because it only works if we take aggressive steps before they seem necessary.
Outside experts compare this to fighting a wildfire without knowing where the fire is or how fast it's spreading.
If we are successful, it will seem like everything was unnecessary. So it will look like we overreacted.
Experts quoted by Fox News and Reuters say new cases taper off or flatten after 2.5 to 3 months. When local response goes from crisis to recovery, what will return first? Emergency Manager Brian Bovaird.
Fire prevention inspections, building inspections from our building department, and restaurant and food and environmental health inspections.
The statewide order and draft of a new Summit County order greenlight childcare for locals who work at essential services like cops and healthcare workers, with some restrictions. Stay tuned tomorrow for the latest. Local towns are already looking ahead to economic recovery, like Breckenridge through a $1.5 million relief fund, and Frisco, which dedicated staff to coordinating local, state, and federal response for in-town businesses. Sitting Councilman Rick Enkin explains.
If we break up the workload, everyone can then share the information, and thus we can get more done for our citizens going forward to help, again, understand how to tap into this recovery package.
The Summit Foundation has a coronavirus relief fund just for locals, while Town of Breck is partnering with the FERC to distribute a $500,000 relief grant. FERC money is available next Monday, and foundation cash available now. See websites for details. Local health, fire, and police officials are navigating new restrictions while trying to stay healthy, and stress is taking its toll. Summit Fire and EMS Chief Jeff Barino.
I'd rather be fighting a 2,000-acre wildfire. I can see that, just like we can't see.
Summit Fire's call load is down 80% compared to last March, thanks in large part to no visitors. And Frisco Captain Ryan Cole says it's mostly business as usual at his station.
Our public depends on us, and we're here to serve them, and we're going to do that to the best of our ability and in the safest manner possible.
The biggest change is managing exposure risk.
We've kind of taken the approach of more of that responding to a hazmat situation.
The local state patrol post was down 2 troopers last week on quarantine after possible exposure, and both tested negative for COVID-19. Captain Jared Rapp.
We're kind of preparing for this to be a marathon and not a sprint.
Starting Saturday, CSP and sheriff's deputies will patrol Loveland and Vale Passes, enforcing parking and crowds. Town of Frisco is holding municipal elections April 7th, filling 4 empty seats, including mayor, with 6 candidates on the ballot. Today, we ask candidates about recreation spending and their vision for the marina and more. Incumbent Councilwoman Jessie Burley.
Recently, in light of the COVID-19 issue, we will be looking at, what types of capital projects can we phase over time and make smart use of our resources. Whereas 2 months ago, we were kind of gung-ho, full steam ahead.
Fellow incumbent Rick Enkin, assuring residents the multi-million-dollar marina renovations will continue.
It's a public-funded bonding project. So we're going to continue going forward with the project down there, and we believe that as part of the recovery, we're going to get people back to work, whether that be from a design stage or all the way to shovels in the ground.
Ballots are due April 7th through mail or by dropping off at Frisco Town Hall. In sports, today would have been opening day of Major League Baseball season, now delayed until May or even June, and ESPN is giving the Rockies 1 in 100 odds of winning the World Series, same as the Giants, lower than the Diamondbacks and Padres. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, the governor's statewide stay-in-home order allows for exercise, including dog walks, hikes, bike rides, and Nordic skiing. State and national parks will remain open, although amenities there, like bathrooms, will close, while backcountry travel is discouraged, though not expressly banned. The CAIC reminds backcountry users to be smart and keep your lines low angle. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.